I was sitting at my desk and the doctor called and said, "I need you and Lynn to come in." She said, "Kate has leukemia."
Hero beats are a visual of what I've been through. You get a bead for each thing that you do. So you can see the butterflies are like medicines, the stars are surgeries, the hearts are blood transfusions, and all these little red ones are blood draws. Since it's every single little thing, you can show them rather than telling them and hoping they'll understand. You can say, okay, this is what I did this day, and this is what I did the next day, and this was a bad day, this was a good day, that kind of thing. I had the gangrene infection right here, so some days are longer than others. I don't really look at it very often, but when I do see it, it's kind of like, wow, how long it is, how many I have. Well, I was scared, extremely scared. I guess I didn't know what to do. I mean, you never really are prepared for this kind of situation, so it was shocking, unknown.
So when people say, oh, that had to be a hard decision, I tell them it wasn't a hard decision at all. It wasn't a fun decision, and we certainly didn't want to make it, but if it was being able to save Kate's life or her leg, we needed a Kate. We wanted a Kate.
The decision was a leg or a life, and she always understood that. She got it. I mean, and she hasn't looked back ever and said, you know, I wish they hadn't have done that. She knows that they had to do that to save her life.
But one day when we were home after the bone marrow transplant, just a week, maybe two, I walked upstairs and found Kate kneeling in front of her dresser, and she has one drawer where she keeps all her leotards, and she had that drawer open, and she had her leotards in her hand, and she was crying. And I thought, this is so unfair. That was, for me, just one of the most memorable, awful moments.
It's an amazing challenge that they've been through. Coming home, definitely a favorite day. You don't realize how much you miss home until you're told you can't go back.
When we were in Washington, D.C., doing the CrossFit for Hope workout, and Kate actually did it on the grounds, you know, and she was about halfway through, and her leg was slowing her down, and right in the middle of the workout, she just reached down, unstrapped it, threw it down, and kept going. And that right there describes her. Don't get in my way, I need to finish this. And I'll never forget.
There's this great little quote out there that says, celebrate the child that you have and not the child that you thought you would have. And that's a constant reminder to me, you know. Yes, Kate may not be the typical 13-year-old child, but I still have a lot to celebrate. She's a great kid.
I really wish this hadn't happened, but there are a lot of things I'm gonna get to do now that I wouldn't have been able to do.
1, go!